Good morning, crafting friends. This is Cheryl, and today is Tuesday, August 13th. And I wanted to have a little chat with you this morning, a little tutorial about somebody asked, well, your snippets are really pretty, but what do you do with them? And that's a good question. So I made this one this morning. This is one of my Halloween kind of grimoire, kind of dark dark ones. So let me go through here, and I'd be happy to show you how I use them. This is not how you have to use them, but this is what I do with them. So the first thing I do is I started with just a black cotton. You can see it picks up everything. And then I cut it at the top, and then I tear it. So you can see here the edges. You can see where I've torn it. Now this happens to be 44 inches long, so that's way over a yard. And as you can see, I'm almost out of it, so I'm gonna run over to Joann's in a little bit. I'm gonna get some more because I really like this. So I just started with a black cotton. I think it was $4.99 a yard. And then for my fall ones, I've just been using muslin. It's a cotton. It's a little heavier, but again, I tear it on the edges. Now this is 30. It actually came out to be 37 inches. The length. See, I would cut it here with my scissors, and then I would just tear it, and it'll go right along the bias there. So most of the time, sometimes I'll eyeball like 2 inches, like that looks like about 2 inches, and then sometimes in the middle it gets a little tiny bit smaller, like maybe 1 7/8 inches. But for the most part, it tears really well. So this is the muslin. Oh, and it's $2.99 a yard, so it's real inexpensive. Okay, and I just grab whatever scraps I have. I do have some of this netting that has different patterns in it. And I like to kind of intersperse it with fabric, kind of like every other one. That's how I do mine. I know a lot of people really layer theirs, but I don't have a whole lot to layer it with. See, that's a little sparkly. I love the spider web one. And here's some black lace, some more black lace, and then here's some white lace. So this is 44 inches long. So I'm going to show you some things you can do with the fabric snippet. I'm going to experiment here. This is the grimoire that I currently have in my Etsy shop, Deserts and Beyond. It already has a closure on it, but you can see this is 44 inches. So you could use this as a closure, and you have plenty left. You could even cut some of this off and then reuse it for something else. So it would be really nice as a closure. So number one would be the closure. Okay, the second way you can use it is to decorate the edges of your pages. I really love doing that with my journals. You can see in this grimoire, almost every page or every other page has fabric on it. I did not use these in the grimoire because I made it before I started making these. So that's one thing you can do. And I cut this one to size. Now, since I've already completed this grimoire, I would just glue that in. But if you do it before you sew in your signatures, then you could sew it. But I like the way, see, I like the way things stick out on the other side. So number two, the second way would be to use it to decorate your pages. See, you still have plenty of room to write here. The third way would be to make it a pocket on a page. And again, this grimoire is already done, and it It is a chunky monkey. I mean, it is full. So, and there's threads hanging out, but this one is done. So another thing you could do would be to make a pocket. If you want to use this for a pocket, you might want to make it 3 inches or maybe even 4 inches wide. But this would be a 2-inch pocket. Here's that's one of my journal cards, so you can see how that would fit in there. So that's a possibility too. Another great way to use these is to make a belly band. And again, you know, I've already done this. I've already done this journal, so I probably won't do it on this one, but I do want to make another grimoire. I really love making those. So a belly band you could make, and then you can tuck in a journaling card there. So like if you haven't sewn in your signatures, you could sew that on the bottom and then you sew it on the top. This one I might actually put in there. I'm going to leave my clothespin there. Here's an example of a fabric belly band, but you see you could use the fabric snippet as a belly band. See, it's almost as wide as that one. See, and then you tuck your journaling card in. And again, this is just another example. This is the piece I cut off of the one I put in the front, and it's you could put it on the edge of your paper, like I said in the beginning. But that's a really, I'll take this off. I don't need that now. That's a really nice effect. It's very colorful and it kind of breaks up the black. This is just black cardstock that I got at, I think, Joann's. Another thing you can do with them is they make really nice page tabs. So if you, like this is the one I just had, and if I were to cut it in half and then fold it over the top of the page, it makes a really cute tab. See here, I just did some plain fabric tabs, but I really like the look of the snippet as a tab. So I hope I gave you some ideas on how you can use these fabric snippets. They're a lot of fun to make. I just sit at my sewing machine and I have a little box full of lace and then the netting, and then I have my fabric right next to me on the table, and I just sit and sew. So this one, the one I made this morning, I'm going to put this in my Etsy store, which is Deserts and Beyond. And I already have 5 other ones there. So come take a look. And also the grimoire. This grimoire is in the shop. And like I said, this one is super, super chunky. She has 4 signatures. I don't usually, it's unusual for me to do 4. I'm comfortable with 3. But this one has 4, and you can see all the stuff sticking out. She's got fabric tabs, she's got lace, she's got ruffles, she's got a couple charms. So she is in my Etsy store too. So come on by and take a look. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.